Hi everyone, my name is Takhsh. I'm an immigration attorney from Chicago. I've been doing this line of work for over 10 years, helping individuals and families maneuver their immigration journeys. In today's video, we will be talking about the basic requirements to become a naturalized citizen of the United States. First and foremost, you have to be 18 years or older in order to file your Form N-400 to become a naturalized citizen. Secondly, you have to have been a legal permanent resident of the United States for either 3 years or 5 years, depending on the category under which you are filing. So, as an example, if you are married to a US citizen, you can file your N-400 2 years and 9 months after having obtained your green card. Whereas, let's say if you obtained your green card through your employer, you have to wait 4 years and 9 months before filing your application. Thirdly, and importantly, you have to meet both the continuous residence and physical presence requirements. Now, books upon books have been written about continuous residence and physical presence. The latter is pretty self-explanatory. It's a mathematical calculation. For example, if you are filing under the category of having been married to a US citizen for the last 3 years, half of that time, you have to have been physically present in the United States. Continuous residence is a bit of a gray zone. It's a bit of a gray area. And I get a lot of questions about that, especially when it comes to individuals who travel a lot, spending sometimes months upon months outside of the United States, sometimes even longer than 6 months. If you are not careful, that can sever your continuous residence in the United States. And there could be a presumption that you no longer want to be a green card holder. Needless to say, it's an incredibly important part of the requirements that you need to meet. Fourthly, you need to be able to read, write, and speak English. Fifthly, you need to be able to show that you're a person of good moral character. Now, what does that mean? Now, somebody who has filed for bankruptcy, somebody who, for example, is behind on child support payments, somebody who has criminal convictions could, depending on the specifics of the case, be determined to be somebody who lacks good moral character. And last but not least, you have to show an understanding of US history and government and be willing to take the oath of allegiance. Now, I want to go back to this whole notion of being able to read, write, and speak English and why that is important. You could presumably sit there and study the 100 questions that are readily available online. You could know them by heart, but that is not enough, because when you are in front of the officer and you're given that exam, fine, you will pass. But it is not unusual for the USCIS officer to ask you, for example, ma'am, have you ever served in the military? No. Ma'am, have you ever used a weapon? No. And then for the officer to say, ma'am, give me an example of a weapon. Yes. Excuse me? No. Well, which is it? Now you see where I'm going with this. Sometimes it's not enough to just study the questions. It is important to show that you have command over the subject matter that you are involved in. So as a matter of course, I tell my clients not only to study the questions, but also to go back and really understand the N-400 application. I hope you found this video helpful. By no means is it an exhaustive video, but nonetheless, it gives you an overview of what it takes to be a naturalized citizen of the United States. As always, feel free to reach out to us with any questions. We are more than happy to address them. You can leave them down below in the comment section or contact us on our website. Happy to hear from you. Until next time, be well.